honestly, aka Thoroughly Rigid, and we're gonna do a little we're gonna do a little get ready with me, okay? May or may not be going somewhere right now, I don't know. Or later, not right now. I just wanted to turn on the camera and do something because I didn't record or post a video on Wednesday. I don't know when I'm gonna post this. I've been filming this is Thursday. Yesterday, Wednesday was kind of a doozy. And I was like, I don't know. Like I really wanted to record a video and like I had an idea of like what I wanted to talk about. I kind of wanted to talk about the planets going direct, Mercury and Venus, because they are direct now. I'm looking at the mirror right here. I wanted to talk about that, but I was fucking tired and I had a headache and I was like, I gotta take a nap because like it was a very emotionally taxing day. I had to deal with some stuff. I had to clear the air with some stuff, you know what I'm saying? And that just took a toll on me and I'm like still like energetically recovering. But like my thing is like I don't like to like let personal issues hold me back, you know, like from doing what I love to do. And like one of those things that I love to do is just filming videos and talking about astrology and being freaking happy, you know? And I was like, you know what? If I just lay here like anxiety ridden, then like I don't know the next time I'm gonna be like okay. So let me just choose to be okay and do something that I would usually do when I'm okay. So let's fucking do it right now. Okay. Yeah, if I'm like shaking, it's just because I think I'm releasing a lot of energy. When I do makeup, it's very therapeutic for me, so don't be concerned. It's just me releasing energy. Yeah. So I did want to talk about Mercury going direct, Venus going direct, as I said. And you may be noticing, like, in regards to that, you may be noticing like shifts in your relationships, communication. You may have like during the retrogrades, you may have been like called to like, I need to like my posture. You may have been called to let me do this. This one's better. Let me not. Like kind of distance yourself from people, take it easy, because a lot of misunderstandings happen around retrograde periods, especially Mercury and Venus, because Venus is, you know, love and relationships, and then you have Mercury, which you have to communicate in your relationship. So when that happens, there could be a lot of miscommunication and little misunderstandings, you know. So now that the planets are direct, fortunately it gives you an opportunity to clear up those misunderstandings. And you know, as long as you're being honest with each other, of course, that's key. You have to be honest with each other, because if somebody's not being honest with themselves or, you know, about the situation at hand between you two, then, you know, obviously that's not gonna be good. And I had to even check because like, y'all, yeah, yesterday was not the day. I was like, I'm not gonna research, I'm just gonna talk. Yeah, the one time. So with those planets being in my freaking voice, in Aries, or about to be in Aries if they're not in Aries, and even in Pisces, like with them being in Pisces, you can feel that energy. Like if you're communicating with somebody and they're not being completely honest or whatever, or you're holding something back, it's gonna be kind of excruciating. Like you're gonna feel it, you know, even if you're not the most empathetic person, you're still gonna feel it. You're still gonna be like, you know, something's not completely right here, you know. But if you are being completely honest, it's relieving. It's relieving to get whatever you need to get off your chest and talk about it. Communicate. Communication's key, of course. And with these planets going direct, especially in Aries, just that like you may be called the like, you know, impulsive honesty, impulsive communication. It's not always a bad thing, you know, if you did the reflection and planning necessary and introspection during the retrograde periods of Mercury and Venus, then you're definitely ready to communicate whatever you got to communicate in whatever area of your life, you know. Yeah, but that's if you did the work, correct? Let me, okay. Yeah, so that's kind of what I wanted to address and talk about a little bit. I also wanted to talk about the waning moon in Sagittarius, because if you check out my moon forecast Mondays, the one I just uploaded for this week, then, and even like one of my previous ones that is also linked in that one, then I talked about the waning moon in Sagittarius and about lessons learned and whatnot. Now, I'm a Sagittarius sun, so that moon cycle, this moon cycle, because I'm still filming it while it's the waning moon Sagittarius, it's directly tied to like my expression, my personality, my ego. If you're a Sagittarius sun, then that's what it's going to be tied to. And it's still going to make aspects with like other signs, because every sign makes an aspect with, you know, whether it's major or minor. But if you have Sagittarius placements, it's, you know, depending on where it's at. And I've thought about like different areas of like the birth charts and stuff like that. And I thought about making a video about like breaking it down, because, you know, it is significant because we're releasing things. And then pertaining to Sagittarius, it's like, even though it's like a minor moon phase, you know, the waning moon phase, you're still like, it's still significant because you're learning something. Like you're learning a lesson that may be long overdue to learn or whatnot. And if you are a Sagittarius sun, like moi, then you're going to learn a big lesson about how you express yourself. And even if the moon like squares your sun or opposes it, like if you're a Gemini, it's going to oppose it. If you're a Pisces or Virgo, it's going to square it. You're still going to learn a lesson based off of your ego, your self-expression. It's going to be a little more harsh if it squares, but it's going to be significant if it conjuncts, which it does if you are a Sagittarius sun. So I'm going to share a little bit what I learned about myself. I learned a lesson of like not holding myself back when it comes to my self-expression. And I've been reflecting and kind of inquiring about this for some time now, specifically when it comes to what that even means, not holding myself back, you know, because I'm not one way all the time. And if you want to relate it to your birth chart, you know, we have our moon, which is like our most vulnerable, inward, emotional being. We have our Venus, which is how we are in regards to other people, love and relationships. We have our Mars, which is, you know, what we're supposed to be, the energy and we're supposed to be embodying and using to go after our goals and create success in our life and when we're angry. And then we have our Sun, like, which is like what we need to be when we want to shine, you know. And we have our Ascendant, which is an angle in the birth chart, which is like how you show up when you're just there, you know. It's like, I'm just here, this is how people are going to perceive me before I open my mouth, and Mercury, how you communicate, and you know, this is how people are going to perceive me when I just realized something anyway. When you know, I'm just there, you're looking at me, you're viewing my appearance, this is how I come off, you know. And what blush do I want to use? Bubblegum pink, powder liquid. What did you see my lip quiver? Oh my god. Anyway, again, like guys, I'm like dealing with a lot of energy, so like if you see me like again shaking or something, like I'm like releasing a ton of like energy, and I'm like, ugh. But I need to film this because this is a good release for me. Like I need to, it's like I can't just freaking just, I cannot be still. And I already worked out today too, so I'm like, I still got like, I need to release this type of energy. I don't know, you know, I deal with something that's like, ugh, okay, it's dealt with, so why do I feel like this? You know. What was I saying? What was I saying? Maybe I'm gonna go with this. Coral. Maybe no blush. I actually like my face right now. I mean, I always like my face. Anyway. Now my nose trying to run.
Where's it going?
Anyway. What was I saying? What was I talking about? Yeah, like how you, you know, come off or whatever. So 11:11 on this time, we're about to be gonna make a bed. It's so big. I think I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, I wanted to talk about like that lesson I learned, you know, because like I feel like I had a breakthrough when it came to self-expression, and you know, I was kind of tempted to kind of be. There was a temptation to be angry at myself for how oh my god, and I'm stuttering now, for how I've expressed myself. Mercury is not in retrograde. I can't use that as an excuse anymore. How I've expressed, and you know, stuttering expression. Okay, I get it. I get it. Okay, I had a blocked throat chakra when I was a kid. Okay, it was not my fault. Anyways, I worked on it. I promise. Clearly. What was I saying? Yeah, you know, there's a temptation when you have a breakthrough to kind of beat yourself up for not having that breakthrough earlier, or for even dealing with that problem in the first place. But I wasn't like, I wasn't mad. Like, I wasn't like, you know, sometimes I have been like angry at myself, like, oh my god, why didn't I know that? Like, why didn't I deal with that earlier? Why haven't I let that go? Like, why couldn't I let that go earlier? And you know, I believe in divine timing, and you know, you get over it when you're ready. And I got Capricorn placements, y'all. Like, I gotta take my time. Okay, I'm not gonna rush. And that's a hard lesson I've had to learn in my life, but thank God I did learn it, because although like I don't like going super slow in my life and, you know, slow progression, I don't like unnecessarily slow progression, but I need to take it easy. You know, I'm not trying to fucking run. I'm not trying to sprint. I'm trying to pace myself, you know? I'm not a sprint. Well, I can sprint though. Like, if we're talking about like literally. No. I don't, you know, like, take it easy, you know, the long game. And it's not fun. It's not fun, especially if you know, but like, take the scenic route. Take the scenic route. Don't just run on the track.
Run across the field, you know?
Run across the field. That's what I'm saying. Highlighter. Yeah. Run across the field. Stop going around in a circle. That's what throws you off when you're running on the track, you know? It's like, yeah, endurance, but I don't want to keep running the same thing. It's like going through the same thing. It's like, yeah, you can endure that. I can endure that. I can keep being that person. I can keep showing up as that person and hope that, you know, everything will work out. And sometimes it does. But you know what else would benefit me more? Showing up as a different person, running a different course, taking the scenic route. Not doing track, but doing cross country, because that's the type of person I am. Going on an adventure. If I'm gonna run, I'm gonna run, you know, through a scenic, freaking, you know, nature. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like going through the same shit. It's like, okay, you can endure that, or you can step outside of your comfort zone and endure something that is going to actually benefit you and change you for the better. Okay, you can keep doing track and staying in your comfort zone and going through the same shit, dealing with the same stuff, or you can run cross country and run different courses and through different terrain and challenge yourself and grow as a person and let nature guide you and change you and mold you into the best version of yourself that you could possibly be. And I'm choosing cross country. Bars? We know, guys. When I spit a bar, the straight box, no cop. Okay? What am I gonna do for my lips? Should I do coral? That will be too light. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know? That's what I learned. So comment down below what you have learned during this waning moon in Sagittarius. What lessons have you learned? What have you had to learn? Because that's what I learned, guys. Something different. I've never done that combo before. I'm not mad about it, you know? In a bad way. Can match my nails, not gonna lie. Okay, time to take the hair out. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. And again, take it easy, don't force anything. But if you're called to do something, even if it's difficult, or even afterwards you're like, oh, why the frick did I do that, you know? Like, don't be too hard on yourself. Have self-compassion. That's also something, you know, I think we can all learn to have a little bit more of self-compassion. Because we're, you know, some of us are taught either to be too easy on ourselves and fall into a victim mentality where it's like, okay, you're not taking accountability for anything. Or, you know, we're taught to be too hard on ourselves and be very unforgiving, you know, to ourselves. And either one is not healthy. You need to learn how to forgive, but remember the lessons you learned through that trial and tribulation, through that mistake. You know, you need to learn from it, or else it will be for nothing. You will have messed up in vain. No pressure. I'm like getting a ton of songs in my head right now because usually I'll be listening to music and I'm just listening to music in my head right now. So that's fun. I'm not trying to fill the air with just senseless yapping. So if I go silent, is what it is. I tried a different way of doing my hair a little bit last night because I just wanted to do something like more extensive and really pamper myself. So I like brushed and combed and like I don't do that usually. A little poofy. A little poofy. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But make sure that you don't, again, like with the track analogy, like don't run around in a circle, you know? Once you're good, keep going forward. Don't go back, you know? Don't go back. Yeah, to an old way of being, old environments, old things. Don't go back. Keep going forward. Allow yourself to move forward even if you have to leave something behind. An old version of you, yeah, an old place, old people, because Venus and Mercury, you know. If you have to let it go, then let it go. Okay, jewelry. I don't know, should we do like pearls or gold? If you saw it. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go with these. Let's do that. Come on now. Oh my god, I can't freaking find it. What? But I already put it on. Usually I'm more like da 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 da, but I'm like aware so I'm kind of distracted. You know. And my nose keeps threatening to freaking run. Can you see it? You're not doing me any favors right now. This is so tangled. I don't know, because this is fucking tangled and what am I talking to? That's tangled. I can't find the other one of this. What am I supposed to do? And I wear these all the time. I don't want to wear it today. I literally do not want to wear it today. I guess I could wear this one. This is kind of like dyed blue because I wore them for Halloween when I was Emily from Corpse Bride. I don't know. Did I say green or blue? If I said green, I meant blue. Blue? I gotta go. To go with these. But the roses. I mean, it kind of goes with the floral fit. I really wanted pearls though. Dang it. Oh well. Here we go. Okay. What about the necklace? My jeweler said, what about the necklace? Oh my god. I'll go with this. I think I'm gonna go with that. I want pearls, dang it. A variety. We got butterfly in the garden. Butterfly in the garden. Okay. Whatever. I'll have to settle for that. Settle for that. Alright, well this is the finished look. Yeah. Okay. Had fun chatting. Had fun chatting. I had fun chatting. I'm just doing something a little bit more casual, less formal, a little more personal. Yeah. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe for more. Comment down below whatever you want to say down there. And take it easy. You know, the waning moon is all about releasing, letting go of things, and Sagittarius is all about learning. So it may feel heavy. There may be some things that you don't want to fully accept, and some things that you don't fully have figured out, and that is okay. You will figure it out if you just allow yourself to, and you don't try to force it or anything like that. Follow your intuition, trust it, build strength with it, build connection with it, utilize it for your best, to your best ability. Comment down below comment down below whatever you want to say down there. Okay, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.